Anytime. I assume you're still rolling? Anytime.
Hi, and welcome back to Postcards of DCT. In this episode, a bunch of our actors will talk about famous actors, because our opinions on this matter are very important. At least they are to us. And Ellie will be talking about one of the most famous actors in the Western tradition in dramatic moments. That's Western as in Western world, not Western as in cowboys. Just wanted to clarify that. Enjoy!
What happened to you?
I'm trying to build a new shed, but I'm piecing together wood that I already own to do it. And honestly, the structural integrity, it caved in on me twice already.
Why don't you just buy the lumber you need?
Have you seen the price of lumber? I might as well build a shed out of empty wine bottles. In fact, I already have a lot of those. And I'll bet it would be cheaper to drink enough wine to get the bottles I needed to build that shed instead of using lumber. At least there'd be fun in that. But speaking of lumber, do you think I could use the wood out of our stage to build my shed?
What?
It doesn't seem like we're going to use it anytime soon. And when we do get back on stage, wouldn't it be nice to have a bigger one? You know, start from scratch and make it Broadway style?
Broadway style. Where do you think we could put that? Besides, do you know what a Broadway style stage looks like?
I've been to Broadway twice, actually. The first time I went, I saw Dirty Rotten Scoundrels, and it had John Lithgow in it. Boy, was he good. And the second time, I saw The Producers with Matthew Broderick and Nathan Lane. There is something so fascinating about seeing famous people live on stage.
It would be probably more fascinating to be them on stage.
I do dream of that sometimes. In this episode of Close to the Curtains, we will ask, if you could be a famous actor, who would it be? My famous actor choice would be a three-way tie between Walter Matthau, Cate Blanchett, and Scarlett Johansson, and all three of them for the same reason. They each have great diversity, they have excellent presence, and they look like they love what they're doing. Plus, you never hear a bad thing about them in the rag mags, and I respect that.
Actually, I have two, and I've always been amazed with these women. Lucille Ball and Carol Burnett.
Oh,
the
yeah.
old school, you know, the facial gags, the body gags, they have inspired me a lot in, you know, different things that I get involved in on stage. So, and I think the one maybe for this time is Melissa McCarthy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. She is.
She's funny.
She's very, very funny. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I would definitely want to be Margot Robbie.
Oh.
I like how every role she plays is different. I mean, she can be a crazy villain in one movie, and she can be like a 60s movie star in the next. And I think that's really fun. She kind of just gets to do like everything.
So lots of opportunity.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, wide range.
Yeah.
Good.
I think the famous actor that's always fascinated me, even to this day, has been Marilyn Monroe. Now, I know I could never be her, but I think just everything about her and her life and how she came up and how she always wanted to be serious, and just the fight she had back in those days of trying to be taken as a serious actress and her whole tortured life, I think it just fascinated me, and I just thought it would be so interesting to be in her shoes for a while, to see how that felt, to be feeling you want to be serious and never being taken serious. So I think that's the actress that's always fascinated me in Hollywood.
That makes sense. Thanks, Judy.
You're welcome.
So my famous actor that I would have loved to have been, he's actually passed, would be Robin Williams. He's done several amazing, his career over the years was definitely amazing. And Good Will Hunting, I loved him in, when he did play the genie in Aladdin. He was hilarious, but when I saw Mrs. Doubtfire, I laughed my you-know-what off. He's definitely one of those actors that can play anything, and I aspire to do that. If you can play any role, then I consider you a well-played actor. And yeah, Robin Williams, hope you're resting in peace up there.
So what famous actor would I like to be? Well, Claire said I can't pick Nick Mancuso, and I wasn't anyway. Sorry, Nick, you're great. I would like to be Martin Chokash. I know, who the hell is Martin Chokash? I would love to be a famous, successful, great actor, and nobody knows who they are. Martin Chokash, he was one of the leads in Aeon Flux. I mean, he was Celeborn in The Lord of the Rings. Who doesn't want to be Kate Blanchett's husband? He was Guy de Lusignan in Kingdom of Heaven. Who doesn't want to be Eva Green's husband? I mean, my God, he gets all the great roles. And he doesn't deal with paparazzi because nobody knows who he is.
I don't know why you'd ask me why or which famous actor I'd like to be. I am a famous actor. I am a famous actor in Dunville. I have been told I am the Michelle Pfeiffer of Dunville. But if I had to be anybody, I think it would either be Catherine O'Hara. I love her. I love her ability to just go with her character and to be silly and to be funny. And I love that. And I would like to be Sandra Bullock because, God, no, who wouldn't want to make out with Keanu Reeves? I'm all in.
What famous actor can I identify with? I think there's two ways of thinking about this. Either an actor who you really appreciate their body of work, or an actor who you think that you might fit into their roles. The answer to the first part of that question, I think, is Robert Redford. And I was telling Claire that people often mistake me for Robert Redford. But I really like the body of work, the way we were, and there's a couple other ones I like, but they don't come to mind. The last one I saw by him was All Is Lost, which was a feature movie with about one line of dialogue. So I really appreciated his acting chops in that. The second way you could look at it, in terms of the roles, I think I would identify with Kevin Costner. He always plays the strong, quiet, reserved character who's sort of driven. I'm thinking of Dances with Wolves, or No Way Out, or JFK, The Bodyguard, those types of movies. I was also in Waterworld, which was a little bit of a flop, but I enjoyed it.
When it comes to favorite actors, I don't really particularly have one individual, and if I did, that would have to be Anthony Hopkins, because a person to me who is an actor is somebody who is multifaceted, can play any type of character, is not pigeonholed into a certain type of genre or anything. And to me, at this point in time, Anthony Hopkins epitomizes what I consider to be great acting.
I'd want to be Zendaya. Because, you know, she started in Disney Channel, and now she's doing a whole bunch of things, but she's best friends with Tom Holland, and I would very much like to be best friends with Tom Holland, and that's why I'd want to be Zendaya.
Awesome.
There are so many to choose from. A couple of other people during the filming today have named off some fantastic people in the industry. Robin Williams being one very, very complex individual. He went from one end of the spectrum to the other, hilariously funny and incredibly dark, like inky blackness of a mass murderer. Really something wonderful there. In the old school genre, of course, Peter O'Toole. Rogue Male, if you ever get a chance to find that one. Really interesting. Of course, Man for All, what was it? The Line in Winter. Fantastic stuff. Lots and lots of people out there. If I was to choose one, he'd be like me, you know, tall, slim, good-looking, rich.
Absolutely no one said me. No one said they wanted to be me. While I go and deal with my disappointment, you can prepare to be educated with.
Did you know that the word theater comes from the Greek word theatron, meaning the seeing place? Theater is where we go to see ourselves, to explore what it means to be human. And as an actor, as a thespian, I'm really missing it. Western theater originated in Greece at the festival of Dionysus, Greek god of wine and fertility. Maybe that's why actors are always a little, well, let's leave it at that. At this festival, a chorus of perhaps up to 50 men would rhythmically dance while chanting hymns to Dionysus in an area called the orchestra, literally the dancing place. Then, around 534 or 535 BC, one of the chorus members shocked all the people gathered on the hillside by jumping on a cart and speaking alone as one of the characters in the story. He's considered to be the first actor in Western tradition. His name was Thespis. And that is why actors are called thespians to this very day. I'm Ellie B. of the DCT, bringing you a dramatic moment.
So did you ever start doing interviews in someone's living room and then the guy next door starts the lawnmower, but you don't even notice because it's just a normal part of the noise in the suburbs in that town. But when you review the audio and the footage later, literally all you can hear is the lawnmower? Yeah. Oops.
Shut up, Charles!